Welcome back to video 3 of our 5 steps to looking after your health, weight loss without exercise or diet. I'm Daniel Lyttle, and right now we are covering point number 3, gut health. If you haven't seen the first 2, get up there, watch inactivity and emotional vibrations video 2. These are only an introduction into the 5 steps, okay? After we've done this, we're going to delve even deeper into all of them and give you simple steps that you can action each and every day to really make your health a byproduct of just a better living, okay? But gut health. From your mouth to your anus is a closed system, right? It's a massive tube that you water your car with, okay? It's just like a hose. One end is your mouth, the other end is your anus. Food goes in one end and fingers crossed it comes out the other end. If it's not, you have a blocked colon. Constipation is on the rise, and it's for a couple of reasons. Stress. I'm sure you've heard of the term, my stomach was in knots, I was that stressed or anxious, okay? It came from a reason, you know, when your stomach binds and your intestines bind because you're so anxious and stressed because your emotional vibration isn't quite right, and you're not detoxifying and through activity releasing those issues, your gut health, shit's not coming out of you. So I want you to have a quick think about driving along the road and all of a sudden you see this piece of roadkill just there on the side of the road. And it's been there a couple of days. There's some flies on it, there's some maggots on it, there's some ants on it, it started to decay, you can see the heads popped off, and it's not a pretty sight, okay? This piece of rotting flesh on the side of the road is what's inside your stomach, inside your large intestine when you have not been to the toilet properly and your large intestine is now festering with undigestible food. That's a gross picture, isn't it? Yeah, that's why you need to really focus on improving what goes in here so that everything gets out there. There's a funny meme going around Facebook. Broccoli might get stuck in your teeth, but French fries get stuck in your butt. Have a quick think, how do you make paper mache? For those of you who don't know, it is flour and water. How do you make bread? Flour and water, pinch of salt and a bit of yeast and some heat. So when you're eating bread, what's it doing to you? Paper mache is glue, right? You put the flour and the water with some old newspaper and you make glue into an object of whatever you want. So when you're eating bread, it's glue, bum glue, quite literally. So I've already mentioned 2 things affecting your gut health. 3 things. You've got stress. You've got rotting, decaying food inside your large intestine that's not getting out. You've got to look after your colon. Let me look at my notes, sorry. Okay, so if your gut, so your actual stomach and small intestines, that's the first 2 sections. If they're not healthy, if you've been taking too much medication that has burnt holes, or if you eat a high carbohydrate diet, like a lot of chips and soft drinks and lollies and packet mix things that you know aren't good for you, they come out of a factory and they've been highly processed and they're full of chemicals and additives and shit, they are burning holes inside your stomach and inside your small intestine. It's called leaky gut, or when you get perforations inside the wall. So now think about that hose that we're using to wash our car with earlier. Now you've got all of a sudden holes all the way through it. So the water pressure to wash your car is nearly nothing because all the water's going out back in the lawn before it even gets to the car. You can't wash your car very effectively, can you? So your body's not absorbing nutrients because you've got undigested food particles getting through that hole of the intestinal barrier and into your blood. And now you have undigested food floating around in your blood where it's not supposed to be. And this leads to fibromyalgia, irritable bowel syndrome, chronic fatigue, global acidity, and if left untreated, cancer and tumors, okay? We need to improve our gut health. Make sure you watch the next video on how to improve your gut health. That alone will help you lose a lot of weight. It's an important topic. That's all I got. Look after yourself. You two will be together for a while.